Like I just chugged in a song to put in there after that, and it didn't play it.
Are we even on? I don't even know. I don't know.
I can't even hear myself.
What's good? What's good
now you can, now before it was too loud. Now you can't hear yourself.
No.
I never said it was loud. That was Vinkman.
That was my very sensitive ears. No, but when we were over at your guys' studio, it was refreshing. When I don't know what happened, like a phone call couldn't come in. I'm like, oh, thank God! Like somebody else will have equipment
operator
problems.
error.
Like, oh my gosh!
Don't look at me. Stop it! I will poke your eye out, and you will be on Nightwatch one-eyed.
Oh, hey, that could be a good look for you. I mean, I'm trying with the weird beanie cap or whatever the hell this is.
That's kind of frightening.
Yeah, and but you could have the eye patch. Nightwatch is on Jack.
Hey, I've got the eye patch.
He does have the eye patch. The actual. Usually, he's wearing 3D glasses or Bono glasses, so this is an odd look for him. But so Nightwatch is on Tuesday nights, Jackalope Radio.
It's a very good show.
What time does it start? At 9 o'clock?
It started at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock
very
Central
good show.
Time. Very good show. And where's Chris Wise back though?
Chris was abducted by
him?
aliens. It happened in the parking lot. It was kind of frightening.
So he was here
in our parking lot.
No, it was in the parking lot over at the studio at Jackalope Studio.
Right,
he was in the parking lot
gotcha.
where there's a little more air room there.
Mm-hmm.
And he was waving at something, and we're like, "What is he doing?" And we came out, and he's looking up, and on this big bright white light.
Mm-hmm.
And then we heard Chris say something about "Where's the potty?" and that was it. He was,
man.
yeah.
See, even when being abducted, always thinking about his hygiene.
Of course,
that's
Chris.
Him. That's
Chris.
That's his MO. But it's a shame he couldn't be with us.
Hairy nipples, yes.
I'm very glad you guys were able to stop by. And if you'd like to sample some of the Uncle Rusty's, this is made with real ghost pepper, one of the hottest peppers that you could ever find.
It's a pepper after it's been murdered. It comes back as a ghost.
Exactly. Like it's too hot for humans, so it comes back from the afterlife and tries to be even hotter. It's Uncle Rusty's Pure Pork Salsa Ghost Protocol. That's the name of that. So if you'd like, give it a try. Tell me what you think. But the bathrooms are right outside if something bad happens. But
it could happen.
What's going on Nightwatch? Like, what are you guys talking about now?
Everything, anything, anything that we want to. That's the cool thing about Nightwatch.
Yeah.
Things that go bump in the night.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah. Now, what's going on with Hugh being Scottish?
Well, every couple of weeks, Hugh has to run off to Scotland, leaving us alone in the studio and ride the Loch Ness monster.
It's Beetlejuice's cousin. It's a sand Nessie.
Oh, nice. Now, do you actually travel a lot? Do you go back to the old country?
I've not traveled very much, apart from a few times recently.
I could Skype them.
Yeah.
He's actually out at like Truman Lake and Party Cove.
Actually, what the thing is,
this one here doesn't want me to Skype.
Loch Ness's sister.
He is he's gone now. This is actually not Hugh. It's
wow. It's a hologram?
That's right.
It's so good on the hologram.
That's right.
It's the Mick Hugh.
The Mick Hugh.
That's right. It's the special we got from Total Recall.
Oh,
and
very
not
nice.
The new one, but the good one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I have heard nothing but bad things about the new
Stay
Total
far
Recall.
away.
Yeah.
Why remake it? Why?
You know what? But now this makes me feel old, right? Because I always heard like my parents and everybody else was like, I can't believe they're remaking. Adam West was the best Batman. And when stuff would get remade or rebooted or whatnot when I was a kid, I'd be like, shut up, Mom. Like this is gonna be so much better and all this. And now it's like they're starting to remake like Total Recall.
Yeah, but they're remaking good things like Evil Dead.
Like,
come on.
They're doing Evil Dead. I didn't even know that.
You don't want to know.
Oh.
Bruce Campbell is not in it.
Well, then why? That's why there was Evil Dead. Like,
I know.
How could you even do it? When they remade,
What happened? He wanted too much money.
No. He just they wanted to go in a new direction. It's this big studio film.
Yeah. Well, and when I
maybe they'll get some big-headed guy that looks like a bobblehead, like they did for Spider-Man, and make it.
Or a bald guy.
Yeah.
There you go. There's something totally different. They did come out today. Somebody came out and said that Bill Murray is not going to be on Ghostbusters 3. And so,
no.
But they've always said that. They've said off and on whether he is or he isn't. He is. He isn't. Whatever. And at this point in time,
they're never going to make the movie, and when they do, they're going to have to dig everyone up to be in it.
I'm just like, why? Just leave it at two. One good one and one kind of good one, and just leave it at that. But I think what really they're thinking of is that, man, they sold a lot of stuff. They sold a lot of T-shirts and toys and all that. And if we rebooted it, man, we could sell a lot more stuff using the same old logo.
It just wouldn't be the same without them.
I really don't think it would be. Like, everyone had their role. And, Ernie Hudson, he's like, I'll start work tomorrow because I need the gig.
People like, Ernie, what's the last movie you're in? Ghostbusters 2.
No.
Ernie Hudson was in TNT Jackson, which was one of the greatest martial arts classics. You can't go
it's
wrong.
A classic, but it actually came out before Ghostbusters.
Right, and you can't go wrong with an afro-wearing woman with no top kicking the hell out of everybody.
That's true. That's actually my personal philosophy on life.
Yeah, I'm
really
sure.
good.
I'm sure it is, and it should be. By golly, and I saw it right here in Kansas City at the wonderful Hart Drive-In.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Not a lot of drive-ins nowadays, but they are still kicking, though. People still it's become like a cult Facebook following where people are like, "Hey, let's go," and they'll just go in like droves.
If they quit showing the same thing that's in the multiplex and started showing things like TNT Jackson, people would go again. I think.
Do you think so?
I think so.
If they
people like
had
us would
more
go.
odd stuff, I think that you get the nerds to go.
I would definitely be there.
But do you think it's too niche-y?
I don't think so.
Or maybe if they had
Dolomite is my name and effing up MFs is my game.
Okay, so what if they did half and half? What
See,
if,
I cleaned that up for you. You see?
Oh, that's not the actual quote?
No, I cleaned that for you. See?
He doesn't actually say Dolomite.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
And you have to understand that Dolomite has an all-girl army of kung fu hookers.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me you wouldn't go see that at the movie theater.
No, I
He was
would.
already there. He's already bought a ticket.
I would, but I think that if you have the women referees and now you have the women ninjas and whatnot. I mean, where did we draw the line?
Hey, the ninjas were there first, man. And you know what would be really cool was if the woman referee had an afro and wore no top and kicked the heck out of everyone with kung fu.
I would watch that.
All right.
That's more XFL type stuff that we're talking
We're
about.
rocking
That's
that.
great. XFL brought a lot of good stuff to the table, but but you guys get celebrity appearances and interviews like all the time.
Yeah.
How do you? But you have these guys. Like you rubbed elbows with these guys.
Yeah, we know a lot of them. Yeah. Some of them we just meet, but a lot of them we do know. Yeah.
Like you bumped into the guy that played Jason. I can't even think.
Oh,
of what
Kane
his
Hodder.
name-
He's a
Kane,
buddy.
Yeah. So Kane, you talk to him like every once in a while.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we're friends.
Who's coming up tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're going to have talking about UFOs,
Mm-hmm.
and we're talking about the Black-Eyed Children.
Ooh.
Not to be confused with
The band?
the Black-Eyed Peas, exactly.
Oh, okay, all right. The Black Eyed.
But we will play the Black-Eyed Peas in honor of the Black-Eyed Children.
Very nice. What is the Black Eyed Children?
That's these apparitions of children that have black eyes and show up places and
Knock on
take
your
people
door
out.
And they went in your house and they're little blonde-haired kids with black eyes and they're like, "Can I come in?"
And
So
I don't
which
know
are you
exactly
more
what that
afraid
means.
of, the blonde-haired kids or the black guys?
What?
Black eyes.
Oh, black eyes.
Yes. We're not afraid of black guys.
Oh, okay.
Because Dolomite is my name.
I mean, that would scare the hell out of me if they're knocking on my door at night.
Effing up Black-Eyed Children is my
Yeah.
game.
That's because he lives in Blue Springs.
Blue Springs. And I'd be like, hey, hey, look, who's the black guy with you? What's up? No.
Oh, hello there.
Are you interviewing anybody?
Like nobody
about
knows
this, or?
who these kids are. They're just showing up, knocking on people's door.
Yeah.
Exactly,
It's been going
exactly.
on for years and years. This
Like
guy,
physical knocks?
yeah, and the kids are really there. And thank you. The guy just wrote a book. His name's David Weatherby.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be on the show.
When I lived in the country, and I have always said this place is haunted. We used to have a big picture on that wall, and I'd be cutting video or something, and I would see stuff move around, and so I know this place is haunted. And then we trace it back, and then somehow, some way, rumor has it this was some sort of used as like a morgue or something
I
like
can
that.
see
I'm
that.
like,
Because it was an ice house.
It was an ice.
So they
it was
could
an
keep
ice
the
house.
bodies on ice.
That's
and,
right.
And, I'm
And then
just
they'd
like,
sell
this
the
is
ice
thing.
to you.
That's
Yeah,
right.
like, here you go. This was in
Kind of like
someone's
McDonald's.
ass.
Only
Why
with
don't
rodents.
Why don't you have us come in and do an investigation?
You know what? I'd love for that.
a live show
That'd
with
be great.
investigation.
Does that mean that we have to just sit here in the dark and while you take your PKE meters and go around?
First
or
of all, what the heck's a PKE? I want one of those.
That's a
That's a thing
psychokinetic
they stuck
energy
in your arm.
of Ghostbusters. I mean, come on. So,
yeah.
but anyway, so how do you do an investigation? You just be quiet and we just
He
sit
doesn't
here.
know that stuff was just part of the movie.
What?
Yeah, okay, I understand.
I go up to
It
the
was
back
based
of my
on
car
some loose science.
and I get my Ouija board out and I come and I set it up right here.
And I leave.
Yeah, isn't that dangerous to get a Ouija board out? Because now you're asking the spirits to show
Yeah, now
up.
you're asking for trouble. I don't do the Ouija.
And some of them
Ouija
aren't just 40 proof.
I'm going to be at Jack in the Box when she goes that far.
Yeah.
It's,
Do you guys do the Ouijas? Do you do Ouijas?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. Have
And?
you done it in the studio? You ever brought
no,
anything in?
No.
No.
I'm not letting her bring it in the studio.
I agree. I think it's
Hell
some freaky
no.
stuff.
What are you trying to play? Yeah.
Believe it or not, like let's just say on the off chance you could bring something in, it's probably somebody you probably don't want.
Our luck would be like Ethel Merman.
Yeah.
You'll be
swell.
Our luck, it'd be the landlord. He's not dead. I know, but we got to pay the rent.
I know, but hey, these lights cost something. I don't care. But breaking
No,
out
but
the
you're
Ouija.
right. We have had a lot of cool people on, and we're going to have some more. We're getting ready to do the big Crypticon here in Kansas City, which is going to be fun.
Yeah.
And we're going to be we're one of the sponsors of that. We're going to have a good. Funny thing is, almost everyone that's at the Crypticon this year is friends of ours.
Yeah.
From our show,
Razor Wire Halo is going to be playing Crypticon.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
So and we debuted some of their new stuff tonight on the show. So
Good,
they got
very good.
Bad Robot getting ready to be released. Blue Robot is follow up to Blue Robot. So
and their next album will be Yellow Robot.
Is that true? I
think
have no
so.
idea.
What's wrong with Pink?
Well, that's going to be the comeback album.
Pink
they're
album,
saving that.
yeah.
They're saving the Pink
Pink
album will be
Robots.
later after they break up and they all get back together. So, but they're a real talented band. Have you listened to them at all?
Yes,
Or
yes.
is that like, damn, man, that's just the studio creation, basically. Like they planned all of that out, and then they got to figure out, okay, how are we going to play this live? You know, they're a very talented group of folks. But I very much thank you guys for coming out and
Thank
spending
you.
some time with it. I know it's a little bit of a drive, but I can't thank you enough. And
One of these days, you'll actually go see
whatnot.
Batman, so I don't have to slap you in the face.
Yeah.
I have got to go. It's gonna be this week sometime.
Do it.
It's gonna be this week. I want to see it.
He's waiting for the crowds to die down.
Go and see it, Mr. Wayne.
And everyone come listen to us tomorrow night.
Absolutely.
9 p.m. Central.
At
Nightwatchradio.com.
Nightwatchradio.com
Or JackalopRadio.com.
Jackalope Radio, and you're on the Facebook.
We are.
Yep.
Look up
Sure are.
Jackalope Radio, and then you'll find Hugh, you'll find
Yep.
Amanda, you'll find all of us.
And we're friends with both of you.
That's
so-
true, and we posted a little bit up earlier today, so you can link to us from you. Big thanks. You know, we didn't even talk about him. Tony Botello from Tony's Kansas City did stop in earlier, took some pictures, talked to us a little bit about
cool.
some of the improvements that we've been doing around here with the show, and the direction that we're headed, which was nice. And then big thanks to, of course, a guy named Chris, Ross McGinnis, Brad Meehan for joining us, also to Ron Galletti for stopping by, talking a little bit about bikers and Sturgis, and that guy had a lot of talk. But more importantly, I want to know if that steak ever came in, because he was ordering
I know,
a
we were
steak.
talking long
as
enough
soon as
to
we get him on the phone, he's like, "Yeah, honey, I want some more barbecue." And
I'd like to say thank you to Rudy Ray Moore,
please do.
since we mentioned Dolomite several times on the show.
We'll take the video and you can ship it out to him. How about that?
He's no longer with us. Rudy passed away.
Way to bring the show down.
Well,
Todd.
get the Ouija board.
That's
When
right.
can we
We'll
Now,
talk
some
to
new
him.
stuff?
there is somebody that maybe you would allow the Ouija board in the
Hey,
studio for.
Not a bad idea.
There you go.
As long as he has an appointment. But when can we hear some new stuff from Jedi Superstar?
It's out there. It's coming out. The new album's out now, and the remastered version of More Than a Handful comes out in about 3 weeks.
Exclusively at Chick-fil-A restaurants.
No. But I tell you this, cardboard, no-taste food is exclusively at Chick-fil-A restaurant.
That's a whole other discussion we
That's
could
a
have.
good
But
one,
No,
yeah.
we could have talked to you all night, but there's a reason why we didn't.
You want to get me out of here? I smell funny.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So,
Well,
all right, guys, thank you very much
Thank you,
for
Hugh.
stopping by.
Speak
Thank
to you later.
Hugh.
Oh my goodness.
Here's my favorite Scottish man. Todd, Hugh, Amanda, thank you very much for stopping by.
It's the only one he knows.
yeah.
And it's pretty good. All right, well, until next week, guys, we had a great time. We're going to have a more fun time. You guys didn't even meet our new co-host, Rena. She was out on assignment today, so you'll have to definitely stop back by and say hello to her. But she will be back next week with a bunch of new guests and lots of fun to be had. We'll have to put her to the test to see how much of the Ghost Protocol she will be able to ingest. She likes curry, right? She's of Indian descent.
We could put maybe like a little curry in the Uncle Rusty.
Put it right on there. But she's like, I don't like spicy stuff. You eat and breathe curry. She eats and breathes curry.
That's
all the time.
It's different. She's Indian.
I don't know why that's different at all.
How can you be Indian and not like spicy food?
I know.
That
is not that kind of Indian.
Oh, okay.
No, not that kind of Indian.
Not Native American.
Okay.
All right, guys, until next week, we'll
See ya!
Three, two, one, go. Don't touch your what? Don't touch my booty.